All right, hello once again, Jeff Scott of Rankin Technical College, and as part of the Rankin Technical College AWD 1000 Web Development Technologies course, I've been creating a series of video presentations based on the Mozilla Developer Network's Learn Web Development series. We're in the server-side website programming, Express Web Framework, Node.js-JavaScript, and we're going through the local library tutorial. We are in part 5 of 7. And so far we have done the first 4 parts, I guess the first 5 parts. The asynchronous flow control using async, template primer, the local library, base template, the home page, which we had a lot of problems with, but hopefully have been fixed. And we just did the book list page. So now it's time for the book instance list page. So next we'll implement a list of our book copies in the library. The page needs to include the title of the book associated with each book instance, along with other information in the book instance model regarding the status, imprint, and unique ID of each copy. And you notice that when we looked at this before, and we wanted the instance or the information about the book, we got nothing. All right? Because as it says, it had not yet been implemented. All right. The unique ID text should be linked to the book instance detail page. The book instance list controller needs to get a list of all book instances, populate the associated book information, and then pass that list to the template for rendering. Open the book instance controller and find the book instance list controller method and replace it with the following code. So the book instance list in our controllers, and we want our book instance controller. And again, we want to be looking for the book instance list. And there it is. And it says it has not yet been implemented. I think I can highlight all of this, come in here, and now we've got it in there. All right, so that, as it says, should display a list of all the book instances. The method uses the model's find again to return all book instance object. It then daisy chains a call to populate. Daisy chains just means that this is run as one command, so it got the period. We could have just put this all on the same line, but that would have been very hard to read. On success, the callback passed to the query renders the book instance list and in the pug template, passing the title and the book list as variables. So we need to create a new book instance .pug in our views. We get our book list. And again, we want to save this one as book instance list.pug. That's in our views. Good. And then we want to come in here and grab all of this and copy it in. Save. And the author says the view is much the same as all the others. It extends the layout, replacing the content block, displays the title passed in from the controller. It iterates through all the book copies of the book instance list. For each copy, we display its status, and if the book is not available, its expected return date. One new feature is introduced. We use dot notation after a tag to assign a class. So span.text-success will be compiled into this. All right, so we should run the application and select our all book instances link. If everything is set up, that one right there, we should get this, including the different color codings, etc. that are in here. So as always, let's refresh. All book instances, there it is, there's our color coding. Again, we can't go any further yet, but that's okay. So we now have our all books working. And we have our all book instances working. We do not yet have the authors. We do not yet have the genres, and we cannot create a new author. We cannot create a new genre. We cannot create a new book. All right, or a new book instance. All right, I'm just going to go back to where we were, which is right here on the book instance list. So we're making progress. So our next step will be step 7, date formatting using Luxon. Hopefully I pronounced that correctly. And I'll be back with that in just a couple minutes.